Hello everyone, welcome back to Essex Metal Hunter. It's been quite a while since I've been out, probably about 6 or 7 weeks, just owing to one thing or another, and to be honest with you, for those that have been out digging, it's been pretty hard ground and tough going for them, so you know, not been overly keen to get out in those sort of conditions, but hey ho. Yeah, this is something a little bit different for me. I'm out on a weekender. I'm over in Kent. It's the big dig. I've joined this. It's my first time camping for the weekend and doing a couple of days of detecting. I'm over here with the bearded bleepers. There's one of them. There's Jan there, and also we've got a couple of others joining us as well. We just had a bit of breakfast and that, and the briefing's coming up in about sort of 10 minutes or so. So we're about just getting all prepped up on that, and we're about to sort of head over there. So yeah, hopefully, I mean, there's a lot of people here. Hopefully it's going to be a good day. Go and do the briefing, find out what fields we can get at, and yeah, I'll see you on the first. First signal, first decent signal up, sort of mid-20s, and bullet in there. Excellent for a first one. Right, I thought I'd show you this one. Mid-50s there. It's a good signal. Sort of jumped about a few different fields here. There's loads of small little cattle fields that are sectioned off. And I've jumped over to one, and this signal has been the best so far. And there we go guys, bullet casing. You know, I found that sort of bullet end a minute ago. Now got a casing. Brilliant signal. Right, on to the next one. Right, I thought I'd come on again guys, literally half a metre away from that shell I just found, that casing. Got another sort of mid-50s, so I'm expecting it to be in another bullet casing. And I thought I haven't had that many signals, and I thought I'd record again and sort of prove my theory of what that number gives me. Right, it's still in the hole, so let's have a look. Let's go with the pointer. I'm proper just missing this all the time. So, come on. Yes. Yeah, exactly what I thought. Test the theory, Lee. 56, 57, good tone. Bullet casing. Right, okay. I didn't have much faith on this one, but I've just stopped because it was deep, and as I've dug, maybe you can see it, but on the end of my shovel there, just kind of flicked it out, and I think we've got a coin. Yep. No! It's not a coin. It's a button. But to be honest with you, that's the best I've found today so far. I mean, it's been out since 9, so what's that, 2.5 hours been out. Found those billet casings, found this. Yeah, just been chatting to other people. Everyone else is sort of struggling to find bits, but apparently there has been talk of hammers coming up, so it's just a case of keep on walking, swinging and digging. Well, I dug this one out. It's sort of a mid-20s jumpy signal, but it seems to be there's something in the hole, and I think it's a button. And I thought I'd film it because I've not had that many good finds today. Had those two sort of bullet casings earlier, and yeah, that's been it really. But yeah, a little 4-hole button. You know that the signals are very scarce when you're praising a 4-hole button, but it's a find. Right, it's day 2 of the big dig. Not a very successful day yesterday, but some new fields are opening up today. So there's some ploughed fields, which it was only pasture yesterday. So yeah, really hopeful it should be a lot easier dig. Should be able to get around the field a bit quicker. And yeah, hopefully we get some good finds. Right, over on the ploughed fields, had a bit of intel. Pop up to the big field at the top. Probably not been done, but it's like concrete, so it's a tough going. But yeah, first decent signal I got up here is a end of a rather large bullet. I think, I'm not sure on bullets, is that a 50 caliber? I don't know. But yeah, end of a bullet, gave a banging signal, 71. Yeah, first decent signal for the day on the ploughed. Right, I just had this signal up, high sort of 70s. Dug out one little spoonful when this came up. So I thought I'd get the camera on and clean it up on camera. I think there's a bit of detail on that. It's being revealed. Very nice. It's got sort of a pin or an attachment on the back. Maybe that sort of went into something, bit of leather or something like that. Yeah, it could be a crown or something on the top there. Really not sure. Is that a horseshoe? There is some detail on there. Yeah, mystery. Well, that's first decent find so far. Excellent. If anyone's got any idea, just put a comment in. But I'll ask the others. I'll go and find the others in a minute and see what their thoughts are. Yeah, just walking along, thinking about that bit I just found. I mean, it did look quite old. I mean, the area I'm in, I was sort of part of the UK that we're in. I was hoping for Saxon here, and I mean, wouldn't that be fantastic? That's a nice Saxon brooch or something. But yeah, I'll get to the others, see what they say. There's a flow here as well, so when I get back to the site, I can ask them their thoughts on it. But yeah, I should imagine once I know what it is, if it's anything interesting, I'll put it up what it is. Yeah, got a signal here. And it's not great, it's got a bit of an iron in the background, sort of low 30s, but the camera was on whilst I was talking, so why not live dig it? See, this ground's pretty tough going, although being ploughed, it's not been ploughed recently. It's been left to sit and dry out in the in this summer's heat, which has been quite monstrous. What's that there? dig a bit deeper. Well, at least the pinpoint is not giving that iron signal, so hopefully, oh, there it is. What is that? I can see it. See it right in the hole, right there. Get my pinpoint. It's coin shaped. Could be button, could be coin. Coin or button. What are we? Oh, I feel a shank on the back. Yeah, it's a button. But you know, second button of the weekend. I've expected to find a lot more buttons. There's some detail on that. Let's stand up, get out of this stuff on the knees. Yeah, there's some detail on that. Yeah, definitely a little bit of detail on there, I think. Not really seeing anything. There is something on there, but I can't really make it out clearly. Yeah, button with a bit of detail. Let it dry up, maybe I'll get a bit more of it. Yeah, excellent. Right, hello everyone. Right, had a bit of lunch and that, got a bit refreshed. Me and Jan are about to sort of go back out to one of the closed fields, but those ploughed fields this morning were just really hard going and there weren't much coming off of them. But I did speak to a few people, and that little sort of tack fastener, possible brooch that I found earlier, yeah, it's certainly an interesting item. I had a few sort of suggestions, and I am pinning my hopes on some form of like Saxon or Celtic brooch, but I'll contact the flow when I get back. That they're not in the campsite anymore, so I will contact the local flow, send over some pictures and see what they think. But yeah, just going to give a couple of hours before I head home. Me and Jan are about to go out to a nearby field, and yeah, we'll see what we can find. Well, okay everyone, so first one back after lunch. There's a field with, apparently it's top of a hill, used to have a building on here, used to have a house or something, so me and Jan have stuck to here, and first thing I've had up is a big bullet or shell casing, similar to the one I found earlier. So yeah, good signal, and it's a find. Right, well, I'm under a big old oak tree right at the bottom of a field with a massive slope on it. Had a signal down here. It was pretty good right by the oak tree. Very hard to find because there's lots of acorn shells, so everything looked round. But I got there, and I got it. And it looks like a musket ball. Look at that. That took some going to get that. And to be honest with you, for this whole weekend, not much has been coming up. Not just me, but for others. And it's been tough going. It's hot. It's very hilly. I come from East Anglia, so I'm used to the flat land. But very hilly here, so it's been quite tiring. And the finds have been few and far between. But yeah, musket ball saves the day. Well, what can I say, everyone? It's been a real fantastic weekend in all. The finds haven't been that plentiful, but I've had a few bits up. I had that musket ball up and had that really interesting artifact earlier, which I'm hoping, fingers crossed, is Saxon Celtic brooch, something like that. But yeah, that's me dreaming, that's me being hopeful. But I will contact the flow for the area and send some photos over just to see what they think on that item, see what it is. But yeah, it's not always about getting those good finds, it's just getting out there in the fresh air. And I mean, look at that view. It is absolutely fantastic. I've had a couple of days camping with friends. We've had a good laugh in the evenings, and we've walked these fields. It's been a bit tough going on the legs at times, but we're out in the country, enjoying nature, lovely views. So, would I go on a weekend again? I think the answer is yes. As long as you've got good friends with you, as long as you are, you know, your expectations aren't that you're going to find fantastic items, because you know, metal detecting, the reality is 90% of the stuff that you do dig up is rubbish and trash, and it's just you're always hopeful for those good finds. So yeah, as long as you know, you come along to these weekends and you're happy with the camping, you bring your friends along, you walk in the field, you're having a laugh, that's what it's really about. And I would like to say thank you to Niall and the marshals here for putting on the Big Dig. It's been a pretty good event. I think there's been over 400 people here. There's been some good stalls. We've had Regiton here. We've had the composite pencil guys have been here, and there's been a few good people here. So and there's been some good food wagons and that. So yeah, thank you Niall and the team for putting on the event. It's been absolutely fantastic. So yeah, if you've liked my video, please give us a thumbs up, put a comment in, and always hit the subscribe button, and make sure you get those notifications for next time. But yeah, just like to thank you all for joining me, and what can I say? Fantastic views, fantastic countryside. I'll see you guys on the next.